this episode of Playlog, we're taking it easy and just talking about what we've been playing. Hey everybody, CGDannyB back again with another episode of Playlog, the podcast where we talk all things indie gaming. But of course, can't talk getting games alone because that would be super boring. So I've got my partner in crime, the Playtest kid themselves, Tofr. What's poppin', homie?
I'm doing good. I was very, very excited to see you doing some editing work for Kind of
Funny. What's up? Yeah. Roger tweeted out or skeeted out or Blue Sky posted out, whatever we call it these days. They were looking for an editor. I put some of my clips in. We touched base. So it's very trial, like what are we fucking around with? What are we doing? But yeah, they put out a video yesterday that was about Tim being like, yo, Silksong gets announced at Opening Night Live, like a release date. Cool. If not, I will fucking dress as a clown or whatever. So Roger sent me the footage. I edited it down. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on their socials, Instagram, TikTok. Roger sent me a message during Opening Night Live. I think it's at like 51,000 views somewhere in the ballpark. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm glad it's doing so well. So yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. I hope that turns into something more. I enjoy, obviously, editing is as a whole. I have fun doing, but getting to do it for like Kind of Funny, who like I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing without Kind of Funny, is a really cool like milestone thing. So I'm gonna take that and run with it. It's a good time.
Absolutely. That's what made me so happy about it, because I know how important they are to you.
Yeah. Those fucking chuckle fucks over there, just fucking talking about games and shit. We love it. Oh man. But yeah, so that's a cool thing. But here we're talking about indie games, guys. We're talking about the indies. But before we do that, let's do a little bit of housekeeping, because this is Playlog Podcast, our weekly podcast. We talk all things indie gaming news, reviews, and whatever we choose. So if you enjoy what you see here, be sure to show us some support by doing a few very simple things, such as liking the video if you're watching on YouTube, or leaving that glorious 5-star review if you're on audio platforms. It's simple, but it goes a long way in helping the show. So if you want to be a part of the show, you can write in and ask us your questions or recommend your favorite indie games for our bi-monthly book club, just using the Google form in the description of every episode, and have your opinions heard. Now, let's go on to a bit of housekeeping and important things going on. Quick reminder, if you like watching me play some make-believe with a bunch of hot D&D friends, then boy, do I have the show for you. Every Thursday night, I'll be taking part in Tales of the Valiant, an ongoing series on the Crit Hit Chronicles Twitch channel. I'm playing Viking, a beastkin barbarian who's all about getting the job done, and if you're getting it his way, he might get a little ornery about it. So if you want to catch us with our actual live play, you can find it on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, on twitch.tv/Crit Hit Chronicles. Another quick reminder, because this happened all of a sudden, there's a Silksong event here on Thursday. So if you're watching this live, it would have happened this morning. I should have reacted to it. The video, if it's not up already, will be up soon. But we're reacting to the Silksong event. I'm sure we're getting a release date, a little more about the gameplay, such and such. So yeah, go watch that. It's cool too. Maybe after the podcast, before, let me know how excited you are for Silksong on that video. So there's that. And as our last quick reminder, as part of our podcast, we'll be doing our bi-monthly book club. We go back and replay some indie classics, or finally get around to some modern indies that we just haven't played yet. And for the month of August and September, we'll be playing Until Then. A fateful meeting sets off a chain reaction, upending Mark's life. People disappear and memories prove unreliable. Uncover the hidden truth with Mark and his friends in this narrative adventure, and race to unravel the mystery before it's too late. Play the game these couple months on Steam, PlayStation, or Switch, then over to our write-in form in the description and give us your thoughts on Until Then for our September 22nd episode of Playlog Podcast. You can join us live on twitch.tv/CGDannyB for the discussion, or catch the upload on Thursday the 24th on youtube.com/@CGDannyB or audio podcast services. Boom. Timestamp.
Nice.
With that, Tofr, not a whole lot for quick indie news. We just ended up watching the Opening Night Live for Gamescom, Jeff Keighley event, seeing what was going on there. If they want to watch, that reaction is also available on youtube.com/CGDannyB. And we kind of just gave our reactions after that. But hey, how'd you like the showcase?
I'm just not a big fan of these big events because they're so loaded with samey games.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't keep count, but the number of shooters that looked quite similar. I mean, we got 2 World of Tank games. For Christ's sake. And then Call of Duty got the whole 3-hour treatment. It was... But at least we got some interesting indies out of it. Some release dates.
We did. So I'll go through real quick of, I did not take extensive notes, so stick with me. If anything sounds cool, be sure to check it out on Steam. we started off the main show with, hey, Silksong, it's happening this year, baby. That's it. So it's happening this year, baby. A little bit from the pre-show, we got a trailer for the game Long Gone, which is this cool zombie point-and-click adventure, very 2D hyper HD pixel art kind of deal. Those games tend not to come out, but fingers crossed this one does. So we have, I was saying Absalom, but they pronounced it differently. I'm going to stick with what I know because I don't remember how they said it. Absalom, which is just a cool anime beat 'em up game. I got to see this one at SGF. I didn't get to play it, but it looked dope. Void Breakers is very stylized first-person shooter, is out today. Void Breaker, very cool looking one. I never got to play the demo. Of the shooters we saw today, probably the one I was the most like, oh cool, looks dope. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then we had Dench Attack, which I guess for transparency, I did just do a TikTok ad for them. I saw the trailer a few days ago, but neither here nor there. The game looks really dope. It's this very anime Subway Surfers looking game. I'm really all about that one. Death by Scrolling is from the same creator of Monkey Island. It is a roguelike where the screen is constantly scrolling and you have to slide left and right to pick up items and beat enemies. That one looked really fun. We have Zero Paradises from the team behind Disco Elysium, and I put team in quotes because we talked about, the team not really being the same team that was there for Disco Elysium and same development name and not the same people. So do with that what you will. We saw Unbeatable. It's a anime rhythm game that comes out November 6th, 2025. We have the Divine Comedy, which kind of looks like a Souls-like. I don't really know, but the game looked cool. So you can check that one out. I believe it written in Italian. Was it L-E Divine Comedy?
La Divina Commedia.
See how Tofr said it. I don't know how that's spelled. I just wrote the Divine Commedia. The game looked cool. I just didn't know. I didn't know. It's a lot of stuff. Next up, we had Chronos that had a subtitle I didn't write down, but it's a very Bioshocky, Dead Space looking third-person shooter. We also got Moonlighter 2 with an official release date. No, it's not coming this summer, but it'll be dropping in early access on October 23rd. That was a part of the ROG Ally Xbox handheld type trailer, so that was really cool. And then I believe the last indie we saw of the showcase was Enshrouded DLC, which was The Wake of the Water. I didn't write down that. It was something of the water. Swimming stuff, which I believe someone in chat said had an October release date. I don't think it was official date, just coming October. So, yeah. Opening Night Live. A lot of Call of Duty.
Yeah. And World of Tanks.
And World of Tanks, man. They had this set up, right? I had said, I'm glad I didn't officially sign up to co-stream, because not that I think that comes with an expectation that I have to like it, because I'll be honest about it. I was not in love with the showcase. I was there because it's reaction. You stay giggly, goofy, exciting as much as you can. But yeah, after a while, when you're just like, this one looks the same, this one looks the same, and they start the show, or not even start the show, started the week with hey, here's the things we're going to see. We're going to see Resident Evil, we're going to see Call of Duty, we're going to see Silent Hill. I'm like, okay. So our expectations have been set of these are probably the big things we're going to see. And there weren't a lot of big reveals. Actually, I guess I didn't write down the very last one, which would still be indie, I believe, legally. I don't know. Game Science showed up. They were the one more thing. And they had their brand new game, Black Myth Zhonghui, I think is how they pronounced it. That's right. How you say it? Yeah. I think so. Which I was a big fan of Black Myth Wukong. So this one looks really dope. I'll definitely check it out once we see something about it, probably in about 14 years. But yeah, I like Black Myth, so I'm cool with this one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Game Awards and hopefully more indie reps that we can be super, super jazzed about. But
that will be cool.
Yeah.
It's also the placement of the indie games within the showcase was just a bit weird. I don't know, maybe make a designated segment for the indie games or something, but not drop them between two bigger titles. I say bigger with quotation marks because
but, a lot of anime games. There was that one with the wet titties. I was like, whoa, what is this? What is this trailer?
They were very zoomed in.
Yeah. Someone's like, I didn't watch Obi Live, whatever. I'm like, the wet titties, the what? I gotta go watch the reaction. I gotta find these wet titties. 1 hour, 14 minutes, 27 seconds. I don't know if that's a timestamp. I made that up. But I'm curious what that timestamp is. I want to know what that was. But yeah, Opening It Live, if you want to watch us react to it, we just finished that. That should be up on YouTube. Hopefully I'll put it up tonight. We'll see. But damn, I was really excited. LB is playing in a fucking a new TTRPG tonight, and I'll be watching that. But I was hoping to have Moonlighter alongside me, just do both. Like, yeah, baby. But October it is. It's fine. It's okay.
October it is. And the move to early access as well.
And the move to early access. Really interesting. I want to see if they like made a tweet or anything about that then, and just kind of see the move, because I don't think at any point they said anything about early access. Just out this summer, and I guess they just flipped the script. So.
There is an email out right now from Evolve PR.
Yep, I literally just here it is. You may have caught the trailer as part of the Gamescom coming live, but if you missed it, fear not. Evolve is here to fill in all the gaps. 11-bit Studios and Digital Sun has revealed Moonlighter 2 will be making its way to Steam in early access and Xbox game preview as part of PC Game Pass on October 23rd. The cult hit Moonlighter has made the jump from 2D to 3D, and players will be able to get their paws on it in only a couple of months. For now, you can check out the date reveal trailer below, and make sure you add Moonlighter 2 to your terminal's watch list. Which is, I think I have another outlet for my key. I don't really like terminals, sorry. Date reveal.
Apparently you get access to 3 biomes.
Okay.
With over 120 relics to sell in your shop.
Okay. I can rock with that. I can drag that out. Or if it gives me a longevity to like hop back into Moonlight every now and again when they get new stuff. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. We're gonna give it a shot. I requested a key, I think, but I think I requested a PlayStation key, so I might have to reach back out and be like, "Hey, can I get that Steam early access key?" So
yeah.
But there you have it, team. Moonlighter. We got a new date. I'll be playing it. October 23rd. What day of the week is that? That is October 23rd is a Thursday, so might be an all-day stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We get up early. We play some Moonlighter, and then we got Tales of the Valiant. I played Moonlighter while we play Tales of the Valiant. Could be fun. We'll see. Don't tell Kuja. But yeah, that's your indie news. So throw a timestamp on there. Now, our topic of the show this time is just what we've been playing. We've been playing a lot of games. We each have 5. We're gonna each take a time to just kind of review and everything we're going into. But first, to get the nonsense out of the way, my buddy Kanai helped me out with the review for this week. There was a code he really wanted to check out a game for. So Kanai and I sat down and recorded that. So here is Kanai talking about Forbidden Solitaire. Hey, Past Danny, thank you so much for sending over to me to talk about other games we've been playing, because today I have our special guest, Kanai. What's poppin', homie?
That's me. What's up? How you doing?
Good, doing good. Quick context, last week I was in Florida, but right before I got a bunch of keys for Tiny Teams, and they had an event over the weekend, a bunch of games. I sent you like a Snapchat of all the codes we got, and you were just like, if you happen to have a code for this game, I wouldn't mind. I'm like, here you go. So I gave it to you, and I was like, here the podcast.
I think I told you straight up. I was like, yeah, so like you told me you got keys from Tiny Team, and I knew damn well that Forbidden Solitaire was in there.
Yeah.
Because that morning I was researching like, how do I get in to play this game? Who do I need to message for a key to this?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, we're going to be a part of the Tiny Team's game test. And I was like, all right, that's good to know. Yeah. And then you were just like, I got a fuck ton of these Tiny Team keys, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them. And if you have Forbidden Solitaire, I'll take one, please.
And you're just like, you don't have to, but if you do, and I was just like, I just sent it. It's over there.
I was like, we both saw it from 6-1 Indie. We both seem pretty excited about it. I'm not going to take it from him, but if he doesn't have time for it, I will gladly play it for him.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it worked out because I had a bunch of other games to play, which some other Tiny Teams codes we'll talk about later when I'm back with Tofr. But for now, so you played Forbidden Solitaire. For anyone who's out here like, what is this game? How would you explain it to people? What is Forbidden Solitaire?
Forbidden Solitaire, I think when I had initially seen the trailer that you guys are about to watch, this is Balatro but Solitaire. It is not.
Okay.
It is very much like a 80s, 90s like horror aesthetic like point and click adventure.
Okay.
And it plays what I would describe as a very loose description of Solitaire. So it is not necessarily like building up the stacks of cards and they all collect like we're kind of used to in Solitaire.
Yeah.
It is kind of like one up or one down. So you can go like if you have a 7 on your pile, you can choose a 6 or you can choose an 8. And then there are certain cards that are wild cards that you can earn, and as you use points and like build up combos, it gives you a magic meter, and you can use that magic meter to cast spells.
Okay.
So the whole other part of this game that really interested me is like you see the like things in the background, like this guy, and then there's another one that pops up where this lady here protesting it.
Yeah.
So the entire game takes place on a desktop computer that is not your own. So
Oh.
it is kind of like oh man, the Windows 98 game.
Desktop
I can't think
Survivors.
of it. Yes, Desktop Survivors. It's very much like that, where it looks like a secondary. Yeah, right there.
Yep.
And
The
it
second
shows
manga,
like the messages. So the messages are a huge part of this.
yeah. Okay.
So the whole basic plot is you get reached out to by it's either your sister or your friend, but it's like, remember how our moms wouldn't let us play this game when we were like 10? Dude, I just found a copy at a thrift store. And you're like, no way, what? And yeah, so you start like downloading it, and this other person is messaging you the whole time. They're like, God, I can't wait to get off work so I can come over and check this game out with you.
Yeah.
And then like the whole time you're progressing and like getting deeper in the game, they're like, maybe we shouldn't be playing that. Watch this video, and they'll send you a video link, and you pull it up in chat, and you can watch it. And it'll be like, oh, 7 found dead playing new game, or like, CEO found dead in her apartment after major success of game, and like all this crazy stuff. So it's very like, in a way, it is very Inscription.
Yeah.
Where it is telling you a story of the game you are playing as you are playing it.
Okay.
And the more you watch it, the more you're like, what is going on? And like, I wasn't expecting there to be like boss battles in this game.
Okay.
There is, so you do some solitaire puzzles to like progress through the corridors.
Yeah.
Or like open doors or open chests or collect items. And then you also do different ones that are battles. And the battles, you do damage to the enemy based on like your combos, and you have to like try and get to the finishing them off.
Okay.
And the tricky part is like, if you have a really good run on one stack and you hit a locked card, you now have to find a key. So it's like a weird like combination of solitaire and like puzzle game.
Okay.
But it's also like got that weird like 90s 80s old computer game like floppy disk aesthetic, and it's just, it scratches a lot of like weird nostalgia for me. Huge fan of it. I literally got to the end and I was like, no, there's got to be more, right? And it was like, thanks for playing, and I was like, no dude, come on. I like blitzed it all in one stop, and I was like, I cannot wait for more of this. Like this hand gem stuff, no idea what that is because it's not in the demo.
Ooh.
You traverse a corridor, you fight kind of the same enemy about 3 times in the demo. It just like keeps getting back up. That's the other part, is like, without it being super like detailed, it's kind of creepy and messed up.
Okay.
So like the first monster you fight is like a zombie, and it just gets you. Like, it just bites you in the leg, and it's like you're trying to fight it off, and then boom, you're in the fight. And then you like kill it, you're traversing the corridor, and it's like you hear a sound behind you, and you turn around, it's like the same zombie, but it's like beat up.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this thing just won't die, and it's like it stopped moving for now, and then you like keep moving down the corridors, and then it's like a big ball of like corpses, and it's just like, when will this thing die? So it's nutty. I'm really excited to see what like is deeper in the story of this game, and like just how deep it goes. I would almost love to see like a roguelike mode like Inscription did when you beat it.
Sure.
But yeah, it is scratching that like analog horror, like weird other desktop experience. Like there's something in here that is just like really, really unique, and I really, really I don't know how many more times I can say I'm excited for the full release, man. But this is like a day one buy for me.
Oh yeah. I'm like sold on like everything you're saying. I think I'm coming to a spot where you and I just finished streaming Peak, and I'm just like, man.
Yes.
I don't want to like think about playing something else right now. I kind of want to just veg or like something brainless. But like, there's something you said nostalgic earlier. I'm like, weirdly not nostalgic, I guess, for me. Like, this isn't the type of game I would have played on my PC or like anywhere near as a kid. I was a lot more of the, I guess, the point and click part, like, you know, the putt-putts and the other humongous collection of games. But like, thinking about the first time playing Inscription and how some of those different like full motion video assets came in and play, like, oh, this is such a different experience, and I can see that here, which is really exciting and cool. Yeah, I definitely think this one looks dope.
The thing that I'm interested to see is if the desktop comes into play more than just the game,
Yeah.
because there is a link to open up your messages, and it does seem like there's links to do other things.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure if it's like if you look there, there's like 4 things you can go to.
Yeah.
And when I was clicking on it, it would either say like not in demo or like a setting for the game.
Okay.
But like the messages you can go to, settings is like the settings for the game.
Sure.
But yeah, there's like a bunch of different stuff, and I'm interested to see what that is. More games just takes you to the page, and newsletter is what it is.
Okay.
But there's like the taskbar at the bottom. Forbidden Solitaire gets downloaded. I'm interested to see if it like evolves and comes out of that desktop at all.
Yeah.
And like turns into some real world stuff, because there's an implication that something in the game is happening in real life.
Mhm.
There's like a weird like cult thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what that shop mechanic is, because when you go to the shop and it shows the hand with the gems, it basically is just like, you'll see this in the full game. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And I'm like, come on.
You're like, I
But
need
yeah,
more.
every cool thing about that game just raises an, oh, what is that? I want to see it. And
Yeah.
like, I'm hoping that there's more spells, because the lightning spell, it took me like 4 rounds to realize what it was.
Okay.
But as it charges up, you click it and it just like deletes the top card of every pile.
Yeah.
So it is
okay.
almost beneficial to like start a bunch of piles that are all separated when you have your lightning, and then do it and it like zaps them all.
Yeah.
Or you can like, oh man, I don't have a card for this final card, and if I miss another one, I'd fail, and you just lightning.
Yeah.
So you can almost use it as like a fail safe, or you can use it as like a, oh, this is gonna be a sick combo. It's really cool. I'm really interested to see what some of the items do, and like some of the power-ups, if there are ones.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see where this goes, and this is going to be one that I can see myself like obsessing over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can
I'm
sit in the Discord and hear you play it. You're like, I just did this thing and this guy happened, and then running through what the events were. Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
it. I can hear it.
I'm hoping that there's more than just like a short story. I'm hoping that there's like a replayability to it.
Sure.
Like I think it's called Casey's mod.
Yeah, for Inscription.
For Inscription, and I would love a like that.
Yeah.
Where you like fight just different bosses and unlock new items and stuff. That'd be sick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, it looks dope. I was double checking right now. It just says coming soon. So for any game, that could be the end of the year. That could be 5 years from now. So we'll see what that looks like yet. But yeah, any final thoughts on Forbidden Solitaire?
If you guys like Inscription, please give it a try. Keep your eye on it. Watch any trailers. If you can somehow get your hands on the gameplay, try it. It's different, but it's similar.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a deck builder, so that's one thing to know. It is very much like its own being, while also having like a lot of similar themes. If you like that like analog nostalgia horror feeling, it's definitely got it in troves. And there is like a really cool like, not whodunit, but like definitely like a mystery going on behind the scenes. And I do have to say, the way they do it isn't like you beat a guy, here's a message, you beat a guy, here's a message. You can be like in the middle of a match and you'll get a message. And then like you can like close the messages, you'll do that, and then they'll send you a video. And you're like, oh fuck, hold on, what's this video? And you're watching and be like, ooh, I don't know if I want to keep playing. And then you'll like go back and play it, and it's like, dude, we should really stop playing this game. Maybe we should rethink this. And I'm like, oh come on, man, I'm like about to beat the boss. So like it is cool the way it does it, because it doesn't feel scripted. It feels like somebody's actually like messaging you. Yeah. And like you kind of fit into this role of like, oh, this game's pretty cool. So you start to like understand why they're excited about it, while also getting like the maybe we should slow down. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I don't want to slow down. I want to play.
Yeah, keep going. I'm not ready to stop. Hell yeah. Bet. Well, that is Forbidden Solitaire. That'll be out someday, but just be sure to wishlist it on Steam if you want to keep up to it. Can I, real quick, if the little squinklies want to find you, where could they find you on the internet?
If the squinkles were looking for me, it's usually Dwarven_Lion on pretty much any social media. I'm live on Twitch almost every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And I do post my VODs on YouTube. So if you guys miss one and are curious about other episodes in the series, feel free to check out over there. Every now and again, I post some clips on TikTok, so feel free to follow me on there for all the best moments. Honestly, I've had a lot of boring streams recently because I've been so invested in the game, and I'm like, shut up, I'm playing the game. But yeah, if you guys want check out, you can just follow me on Twitch and check out for when I go live.
Yeah, there you have it. Thank you so much for joining me. Back to other Danny.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, dude. We can talk more about whatever else we got. I'm sure we got co-op shit to play in the future that we got to talk about.
Yes. Yeah.
No time. Everyone's so tired. But yeah, back to other Danny who's talking about other shit with Tofr.
And Tofr. Woo!
The Batman animation kicks in, then comes back, and we're here. It was all right. Thanks, Kanai. Timestamp. Appreciate that, man. I hope you enjoyed Forbidden Solitaire. Which means Tofr, it's back to us. We're just back and forth.
Yes.
You want to start? You want to start?
I can start, sure.
All right, run it.
This is a game that released back when we recorded our previous 2 episodes.
Yep.
Before you were away for a week.
Whoa.
But I hadn't gotten around to playing it yet before we recorded.
Yeah.
It's called Tiny Bookshop.
It sure
and it
is.
seems to be exploding all over cozy game internet at the moment. Basically, you decide to give up your old life to start this mobile bookshop, and you go to the town of, what's it called, Buxton?
Buxtonburg? Buxtonstein?
I can't remember.
Buxton Holla.
But anyway, you get to sell books to the locals, and you get to know them, help them out a bit with stuff. You choose which every day of the week you choose which location you want to sell books at. Every location comes with its own positives and negatives. Like some genres will sell good at one location but not at the other. It's a lot. It's just so wholesome.
Yeah.
It's a really bad time for my to read pile, because because the books featured in the game are real books.
Yeah.
Like you at times, usually people come in and pick their books and leave, but sometimes they get stuck not finding what they want, and they ask you to recommend them some books, and then you get to like read the short blurbs of what the books are about. And there's so many interesting books there, and I'm like, but I already have such a long to read pile. I can't be doing this.
Can be adding more.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a hell of a time. It's a time sink. Like the feeling of, I'm just gonna do one more day because I need to go to that location. It's real, man. It's real. All of a sudden you're like 3 hours further down the
line. I'm excited for this one. I have my key as well. I've not had a chance to play it. I think I got my key as I went on vacation, so I haven't like touched the game yet. But we played the demo back on stream probably sometime last year. And I remember making the tweet where I was like, yo, Tiny Bookshop devs, my chat's really wondering, are we going to get anime in this game? Like, is that going to be like manga? Can we get manga in Tiny Bookshop? And they liked the tweet, but didn't say anything. I'm like, we're going to get a DLC. We're going to get like a fucking manga DLC. We're going to
I think there are a couple of manga in there, actually.
Guys, we changed the course of history. No means we did it. We put manga in the game. Let's go.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but for example, I know this isn't manga, but it's manga inspired. Scott Pilgrim is in there.
Okay. Cool.
And
that's
I
really dope.
think there were like some manga that inspired Ghibli films as well.
Okay.
In there, I think.
Ooh.
But yeah.
That is fun. That's really dope.
It's the selection of books is really diverse.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It does make it a little bit harder to play the game at times, because when people ask you for recommendations, I have to say it helps a lot if you know your books already.
Yeah.
Because you have the blurbs that you can read, but they don't always have all of the information that you need.
Yeah.
For example, there are a lot of people who want to read plays.
Okay.
But it almost never mentions whether something is a play or not. You can kind of guess. For example, when it's a William Shakespeare book, you can be pretty damn sure that it's going to be a play.
Yeah.
But you're not always sure. So it helps if you know your literature a bit.
Got it. So I'm probably going to suck at this game. I only know Dungeon Crawler Carl. That's all I know about. That could be a fun spin-off episode. I'm thinking about doing a fucking spoiler cast for Dungeon Crawler Carl. Maybe. Actual book club. Maybe that could be fun. Talk to Kanai. Yeah. I'm excited at the idea of this. I remember not struggling, but yeah, I think when you talk about the book recommendations, I'm like, I don't know books enough to be like, oh, this will be a great one. Or I guess, and hopefully they're like, oh, this sounds fun. Thanks for offering. Like, I just don't know for sure how it would go. Does it seem like, is this just an endless game? Is there a narrative you're trying to complete? as you're going through? Like, is there a finality to this game, or
There is a finality to the game.
Okay.
There is a finality to the game because all of you have your regular customers, who return on basically a daily basis. Where these people find the time to read all these books, I don't know. But they return on a daily basis, and you have to help them out. For example, the guy you just saw me talking to in the video version, he's a musician, and he needs inspiration to create a new album with his band.
Yeah.
And depending on how much you help him out, it actually influences story events.
Okay.
For example, the first season of the game is summer. And at the end of the summer, there's this big bonfire with all the local residents. Ooh. Yeah. And depending on whether you've helped this guy Klaus enough or not, he will decide to play or not play one of his songs at this bonfire.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Aw.
So that's pretty cool.
It's dope.
Yeah. You get to know the locals a bit more. There's the woman who runs the cafe.
Okay.
She's a bit suspicious. She's you're an entrepreneur, but are you really an entrepreneur, or do you have any idea what you're doing? Yeah. So she decides to test you with a couple of challenges. But then when you succeed with the challenges, she's like, okay, you're the real deal.
Thanks.
And you grow closer to each other. It's very wholesome.
Dope. How has the decorations come along so far? I know as you go, you get different things you can put on the outside, the inside of your library, your bookshop. Does it feel like it's diverse? Does it feel like that's just kind of a tacked on thing? Does it do anything for you?
It's a fun thing because depending on the season that you're in, you'll want to change your shop up a bit.
Okay.
For example, there are genres that sell really well at the beach.
Yeah.
So you'd want stuff that will add bonuses to your chances of selling certain genres during the summer.
Yeah.
But then, for example, during the fall, it's Halloween season, and you get challenged to make your bookshop as scary as possible.
Okay.
So I like it because it's not something you don't just choose your colors and choose what to put inside and then stick with that. No.
Yeah.
It's something that keeps evolving as gameplay evolves.
Okay.
And I like it. It's a really neat feature. However, I've seen plenty of people who got a dog, and I did not get the dog, and I am upset by this.
Start fresh. Do a brand new save. Get the dog.
I guess I have to.
Do you know if it's something you missed? Do you know if you can get it at some point, or?
Probably.
To find out.
Yeah.
We need to walk through.
There are every day you can choose to buy certain things. You can buy secondhand books to then sell in your own shop. Okay. And then at the bottom of the page on the newspaper, there's a couple of seasonal items. And I think I need to buy more of those seasonal items to get to the dog.
Okay.
But yeah, I did not do that yet. So,
got to get more dogs, Tofr. Got to get more stuff for the dogs, you know.
I know.
Sick.
The doggo.
Any other thoughts on Tiny Bookshop?
It's a very, very easy recommendation.
Cool.
If you like cozy games, if you like anything literature related, even if you like just games that give you that one more go feeling, it's all here, and it's one of the best cozy games of this year for sure.
Hell yeah, we love it. Check out Tiny Bookshop now on Steam. Timestamp.
Also, I received the key for that one.
Oh, good call. We mentioned those. Speaking of receiving keys, I received a key for this next one. I actually was supposed to play the demo for this at PAX East, and they had two appointments next to each other, and they ended up keeping me on the main one long enough that my appointment just expired, so I never touched this game. So I had an image of what it was until I actually got my hands on it and could really find out what the game was. But this game is called, I've been saying Birdigo, like Vertigo, but a lot of people are saying Birdigo, and this is the weird comparatively, right? It's funny that it's Balatro, like how do you say this game?
Right.
But I'm gonna stick with Birdigo for now because that's what I got out of it. But Birdigo is essentially Balatro meets Scrabble with birds, right?
Yeah.
And the whole thing. I think I saw you were playing this one on Discord the other day. I think I saw the thing show up. You were playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Cool. So yeah, what you do is you are playing as a bird, flying south for the winter. At least at one point, I don't know, narrative. I don't know. But you start the round. You have a handful of letters, and just like Scrabble, you're trying to spell out like what's the word that I can get out of this. Just like in Balatro, you could pick up cards that'll give you different values. For the hands you play, right? So someone will be like, oh, earn extra power based on if your word has 4 letters, or if your word is spelled with an odd number of letters, do this. And like all these different combos, right? If you, for every 7-letter word you've played, get a +7 combo. This card will buff 2 of these into speckled. The different cards, there's like white, speckled, gold, platinum, diamond. And each one of those gives you a different amount of flaps, which is how many points, and then your power is your multiplier. So again, just like Balatro. I do like this one a lot. I don't think it's going to replace Balatro for me, but I do enjoy just the same game in a different coat of paint. Yeah. I think one of the cool things about it is that it is very chill. Like if you play Balatro, I don't think Balatro is overwhelming anyway, but it is a lot of dings, boops, blips, and popping up things. This is very much like I put on some white noise. I think I was in Florida hanging out with LB, and we were kind of just chilling. She's like, throw on a game, play something. I was playing this. She's like, I think I want to take a nap. Like I'm just gonna fucking, this is cozy. So like, cool. We're going with that. We can do that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying. Just you can see I spelled thrift wrong. I was like, why did I get a point? I'm like, oh, I switched the letters. Whoops. I've had 2 different mindsets for this game. Now, let me clarify, because I think people could easily call out that I'm cheating in this run. When I played the first time, my first strategy was just to hit shuffle and see what words I can come up with. My second time around was, I think we've all used the like words with friends, like Scrabble cheat code, like generator, where you just type what letters you have. Yeah, dog. Yeah. So, for this round, I was like, let me see what I can spell with these words and find as many as I could. This run in particular, I ended up getting a card, like I mentioned earlier, that was earn +7 power per 7-letter word you played this run. So every time I was like, cool, let me put in the letters. I can spell this 7-letter word, get more points. So it's just increasing my multiplier every single run. But I found a great combo that I've been able to pull off for the first 2 levels. I'm hoping I can continue to do so. But it is, there's a card. I wish I could remember the name of them. They're all like bird related things. But the one I got is every hand, there's a chance one of your cards gets upgraded. It's like a 1 in 15 chance.
Ooh.
Yeah. So most of the time nothing happens, but sometimes I'll go from a white to a speckled or a speckled to a gold, all the way up. The one time one of my gold cards got upgraded to platinum, which I thought was the highest, and then got upgraded again to diamond. What I ended up doing is I got a card that lets you turn any card into platinum, which is again the second highest. So I turned one of the wild cards, the asterisks, into a platinum, which then got upgraded to a diamond. Then every time I got to the shop, I would draw the cards that would make one extra or 2 extra copies of this card in your deck. So I would copy the diamond wild card every single chance I got. So I had the highest scoring, whatever letter you want it to be card that I could get. And I think the run, I had like 12 of these things in my deck. And I was like, this is great. Any hand I had like at least 2 or 3 chances to just kind of make up a word based on whatever wildcard thing I could pull out, which I was doing the thing in my regular not cheating run of, man, I just cannot find a word in these letters. And this one, they're like, you could spell Scrabadorius. I'm like, I don't think that's a word, but let me try it. Some of the words were not real in this game. I don't know what database Birdigo uses to like the Scrabble things are like, spell this word. I'm like, try it. They're like, wrong. That's not real. I'm like, okay, let me try a different one. Like that one's fine. So it was the funny going back and forth of like, which ones count and which ones don't, which ones are proper nouns and which ones aren't, and da-da-da-da-da. But I'm having a really good time with Birdigo. I think like I've beaten the first 2 levels. I've unlocked the first 2 decks. I don't quite have the every step locked into mine like I could for Balatro right now, but it is just that same loop. I have friends who are like just now getting to Balatro because it was free on PlayStation Plus a few months ago. And now they're like, I haven't beaten a run, but I'm addicted. So I sent them the link immediately. Like, hey guys, you probably want to check this game out. It is Balatro, but Scrabble. And my one friend just sent like the eyeball emoji. I'm like, See if he gets to it. See if he plays it. So yeah, it's really fun. It's really cute.
It is fun, but I also did not feel the same addictiveness.
Sure.
With this one that I did with Balatro. There's something I can't quite put my finger on it.
Okay.
What exactly it is, but maybe because it's just so chill.
I think there's a level of thinking you have to do in this that you don't necessarily have to do in Balatro. And maybe this is just how brains are wired, right? Like I'm not good at math, but I think I'm better at math than I am at like English when it comes to like what words can I spell, or like doing a crossword. Like I would do better at just being like, all right, cool. If I play this will pop off. Balatro just chain reactions. With this, it is like I have to compute what word am I going to spell. Boom, got it, done. So I think it's definitely like different strokes, different folks, kind of like what you're more into. I would say if I tried to let someone play Balatro and they weren't feeling it, and I'm like, would you rather do Scrabble? And like, maybe. And I'm like, let's try Birdigo instead. I think I could definitely see this hitting differently. Also, the audible stims you get from Balatro are far more powerful than I think you get in this one. Like again, you get like the brink, 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 like the shit fucking taking off for Balatro, where this is really just white noise with a few like boom, 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 boom. Like it's a lot chiller, but
yeah, it is.
Yeah. But yeah, Birdigo, it's on Steam now. I dig it. Would recommend. Go spell some words.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's not too pricey either, I think.
Great statement. I don't know. I got it for free. So
Let me check. It's $10.
Okay, cool.
So.
I looked up Birdigo, and it was like permanently closed. So unfortunately, the structure in Solon, Ohio has been closed. I'm really sorry, guys.
Oh no.
I don't know what this is. It a diner?
I don't know.
Hold on. Here, sorry guys. You want to go to Birdigo? There's a pet grooming place. It's a chicken and custard restaurant.
But it's closed.
It is closed. I don't think I ever would have expected to go get chicken and custard in the same place. They were open from 11 to 6, Tofr. And they had handicap parking. Damn. And the dog groomer's right next door. I wonder what they're now. Rest in peace, Birdigo. The game will live on in your memory. But timestamp. On to you, Tofr. What else we got?
My next game is a game that I first noticed when you talked about it. I think during the podcast.
Yeah.
It's called Camille and Laura, and the solo dev for this one reached out to me. All right. If I wanted to review this one, and since I was impressed by what I had seen when you talked about it, I was definitely interested. The first thing you'll definitely notice if you're watching the video version is the art style. This game is completely made up of children's drawings.
Yep.
Which is a really cool thing because it's a story about a single mother and her daughter. And you play a week in their life. And it's the week where Laura, the daughter, has to go to school for the first time. We mostly see Camille's standpoint. She's the mother, and she is struggling. As a single mom, I like this game. This game really hit me in the feels because I was raised by a single mom, and this really hit home for me. I recognized a lot from my own youth, the way my mom had to struggle through, had to make ends meet. That's how you say that.
Yeah, either one, you know.
And how she tried to like keep going and not worry me too much and stuff like that. It's all represented really well here. It's a pretty short game. I think I finished it in just over an hour.
Okay.
But it's well worth your time if you want to like get a glimpse of what real life is like for people who like for single parents, and how your struggles as a single parent will affect your child. Because Laura is also a living, breathing human, and she reacts to what her mother is going through. And I feel like the devs really showed us in a beautiful way how this interaction between the two of them works. How they need each other to learn from each other and to move forward together. And it's a really well told story, and it's very much worth your time. And I'm noticing that it only has 9 user reviews on Steam, so go get the game, damn it.
Yep, we have to fix that. I'm very excited to check this one out. Yeah, you're right. The dev reached out to me. If it wasn't early this year, it was late last, where we were talking about, I played the demo. I was really into it because it's a weird thing with visual style, right? Where I don't necessarily need a game to look good. And I'm not saying this game looks bad. I just think like a unique style would definitely grab my attention before like the narrative or the music or something else will. Like that's usually what gets me interested in your game. And this one being the hand-drawn, like, a kid telling the story kind of perspective, I think is really cool. And I really dug that. Or not necessarily the kid telling the story, but just the nostalgic whimsy of it. So I was definitely sold when the developer reached out, and I was really into the demo as well. I think it only gets past this part, like the shopping for school supplies, I believe is where the demo ended, if I recall. So I have the game sitting in my library. I have to check it out for myself. I haven't got around to it, but hearing that it was just over an hour. Definitely one I want to knock out and leave that Steam review, because I had a good time with it. I'm glad you had a good time with it. I want to see what else comes out of it.
Absolutely. It also helps if you know French, because I think this is a family who lives in Canada.
Okay.
And Laura actually goes to a French-speaking school. And you get spoken to in French, and there's no subtitles. So if you don't speak French, you have no idea what they're saying.
Boys, it means just a little bit of French. Just a little bit. What can I remember from my 4 years of high school French? Maybe. We'll see.
Un petit peu.
Un petit peu. Un petit peu. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to. Oh, right, yeah, because bedtime. Bedtime's where it ends. Cool. I do remember that. Cool.
Oh, bedtime is actually one of my favorite times in the game, because each evening you get the option to tell Laura a story.
Okay.
And a lot of the things that you've encountered during the day and lessons that you've learned during the day get told through these stories.
Yeah.
But in a more fantasy kind of way. And I have to say, maybe slight spoilers here, but at the end of the game, all of these stories come together really beautifully. So yeah.
Hell yeah. I love it. Very excited to check this one out. I think it's an adorable, going to be like a under the radar type of title that I really hope more people see.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess it's up to me.
Sure is.
Let's go, baby. I played the folder wasn't loading. I was really scared. I was like, did I leak the footage? I'll cry. So I received a key for this next one as well. I actually got to play this one at PAX East solo. The game is called Whisper Mountain Outbreak. It is a single-player or co-op zombie survival game. It's isometric pixel art. It's published by Toge, and I enjoyed my time at PAX East. And they were like, this game is kind of designed to be a co-op game. It's I hesitate because I know it's the genre, but it does fall into the like friend slop kind of vibe, but far more fine-tuned than that. Like it isn't exactly a repo. It isn't exactly a Lethal Company. It does have in-game chat. You pick up the walkie-talkie so you can talk to each other, but if you don't have walkie-talkies, it's all a proximity chat thing. I got to play this game this weekend with a couple creator friends. I got to play with Stephanie from Boss Rush Network, as well as Adam Gumby over from Respawn Aim Fire. Dan O'Mac was supposed to join us, but he's all like, oh, I have other things to do. So thanks, Dan. Thanks for joining us, bud. Appreciate you. Fucking loser. No, I'd love to play again because this was fucking fun. This was awesome. I had a blast playing this co-op. Another really cool thing for anyone who's just like, oh, but I got to buy 4 copies of the game. If I'm correct here, I believe it is a friend pass situation. So if one of you buy it, the other 3 can download the demo and then you can all play together. So if this is one of those cases where I want to say the game's like $20, you all go in $5 each and split the game and then go from there. So fucking worth it.
The game is actually $8, and it does have the friends. And it does have the friends pass.
That's $2 each. That's a steal. This game is awesome. So like I said, it's very classic Resident Evil meets like Call of Duty Zombies, with like a little bit of like escape room-esque in there. So you'll start in your main lobby, you pick your class. Yes, roguelike, lightly so. We played on normal, so we didn't die a lot. Like we went down, but we didn't die, so we didn't lose lives. So you have your main shrine. If you lose a run, a lantern's taken out, and then that's one life. Then you have 2 more of those. You'll get the map, you get to pick your first location, and they're like, cool, there's gonna be these little gemstones around the map. You and your friends have to find those, put them in the pedestal, get the item that you need, finish the level, and then as you finish the task and grab like whether it's there's a specific like briefing you have to pick up and have, or anything along those lines. Once you complete that, you then rush back to your truck so you can escape. And every time you escape, it is this cool like peel out, run into reverse, and bust through the gate like, we gotta get out of here before we die. It's really dope. It has a bunch of different upgrades you can pick up. There's like 5 or 6 different guns, from pistols, shotguns, SMGs. There's a grenade launcher, which when I got it, boom, boom, I was fucking shit up, Tofr. Give me that grenade launcher. But it was really fun. Again, we played on Discord, so we didn't do the proximity chat stuff. I would like to try that at some point and see how it really flows. But it was just us like running around, getting stuff. I'm going down. I need health. Here, I got green herbs. Let me combine them to make a bigger potion and give them to you. Adam got hit by a zombie. We'll save him, whatever. Like, it was this very communicative group effort to try and solve these puzzles, which I loved. I adored. As levels go on, some get more challenging. Some are like, hey, there's a 7-minute timer. You have to complete this level in 7 minutes. We did not let the timer run out. I am assuming that it would just be like the final horde that shows up when you complete a mission just spawns in at the time up, as opposed to you just dying. But I think we got out with like 20 seconds left, so we did not stick around to find out if we would lose or not. And then as you progress, like the missions get a little more challenging. Like, oh, this one has more zombies and they're deadlier. They'll spawn some of the bigger enemies. There's some really weird cryptid looking dudes. Like there's a giant like fat dude with like a zipper in his chest where like arms are coming out. I'm like, you're gross. There's one of those like long black hair, creepy woman crawling on all fours type energy. I'm like, don't come near me, please. I don't like it. And yeah, like here you can see for video watchers, this is what the map looks like. You go in and you vote as a team. There's 3 of us. So if 2 of us want to go to residential, 1 goes to town hall. They show you what weapons you can find, what possible loot you can get. This was our first real selection after we completed the first level. And I'll progress even a little bit further. As you get further, the levels get bigger and bigger. That you get the whole map, you get to see what's going on. But you'll find like puzzles you have to solve. So you go to open a door. Sorry, this one's locked. You need the surgeon key. So you roam around the rest of the hospital. You find a room where a bunch of surgeons were killed. You walk up to them like, all right, well, I found this tag. No, you were just a nurse. No, you're not the guy I needed either. But like, I have a few, no, I threw it away. I had a few little sticky notes that were like the blueprints, take my notes of what I have to accomplish type deal. I found a dude's body. I'm like, okay, his name is Bosco 4213. Like that, got it, cool. And then later I hear Adam. He's like, I found a safe, but it wants like somebody's password. Somebody named Bosco. I'm like, I got you. 4213. He's like, opened it, fucking nailed it.
Nice.
There's like projector puzzles where you have these like keypads that aren't so much like 1 through 9. They are blank pads that have a password above it with like 6 letters. And you turn on a projector in another part of the building that just has the grid with the letters in place. So what you're supposed to do is have the walkie-talkie and be like, oh, cool, I found the projector. And I'm like, hey, Steph, I found it. What are you looking for? It's like, where's the ego? Top left. Where's the Ogo? Bottom middle, and solve that, open the next thing and progress. So it is this co-op back and forth of who does what, where do we need to find the thing, passing on information. It was so much fun. We got to the final level, like the final level of the run, and it is like this Call of Duty Zombies waves of beat the enemies. You get a minute, restock, recraft ammo. You can level yourself up, so sometimes you can increase your health, increase your stamina. The class I went with was Sprinter, so I had I think it was like a 20% speed boost when I was running around, so I could get faster than other people if I needed to escape. I ended up getting an upgrade where I could craft grenades, so I had the grenade launcher. Again, I was like, toom, toom, toom. I was kind of killing it. But yeah, like, had fun playing solo, but I was getting my shit rocked that entire time. Playing a co-op felt great. Felt awesome. This is a fun co-op experience. Super, super, super fun. Steph and Adam, I had a blast playing with them. I would definitely love to jump in again. I think with Connor, Kanai, and Chris, I think it'd be a fun one to play again with the free friend pass. I own the game type deal. So worth it. So much freaking fun. Absolute banger.
Damn.
Yeah.
And did I see correctly that this is still in early access?
Yes. So still early access, and even early access, right? We didn't complete our first run, so maybe we'll complete it and be like, oh, I guess we did. There was to offer, which I don't believe is the case. But even the couple hours that we were able to put into it, still was like we got a lot of content out of a singular run.
Okay.
So like, even if it's early access, there's more to come. I know Steph is a lot more informed on like what the roadmap for this game looks like. She was kind of telling us like, oh, this is happening, and oh yeah, this is what happens in the game. So I would leave it to her or the Steam page to say more of what the future looks like. But if it's more maps, if it's more types of puzzles, if it's more classes, if it's more weapons, awesome. Keep it coming. As right now, if they said this was 1.0, we're just getting DLC, cool. This game's great.
Nice.
Yeah. Really having a good time.
It looks cool. And I can imagine this, like, as a single player game, I'd be unsure about it. But doing this co-op, especially with the proximity chat, it should be fun.
Yeah, like I said, when I played it unplugged, I had PAX East. I had my appointment with Toge. We sat down. It was a great experience. It was great to get to play it and see what it was about. But I had to go collect the stones and solve the puzzles on my own, which didn't really like flow well. Like I was constantly dying because I'd be like one versus hordes of like I don't have enough for this. But once I was able to get into a group setting where it was multiple of us playing and we could help each other out or defend each other, someone went down, let me pick you up. I've got a bunch of pistol ammo. I can carry it around so we have more inventory space. It was just oh dude, when I got the fucking sledgehammer Tofr, I was in my element. I love hammers in games. So the hammer was more like you do the charge, and when you swing, you do like a 360, like kind of hit everyone around you. I had so much fun when I finally got my hands on that hammer. And everyone's like, I want the katana. I'm like, guys, honestly, I think you go for the hammer. And then I think when we ended, I had a hammer, Steph had a hammer. I think Adam had the axe. And then I was rocking the SMG, the grenade launcher. Adam was rocking the shotgun. And Steph was rocking the pistol. And I forget if she had something else. I also had the, not the hunting rifle, or the revolver. The revolver, popping heads, dude. Every time a zombie come up, it's you aim with like right click, right? And then you have the mouse to move your cursor and you can click. I was just like, pa-ting, taking people out. Nice. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. Cool. Whisper Mountain Outbreak. Play it. You need a co-op game. Again, Tofr looked at $8, $2 if 4 friends want to split it. And then the rest of you download the demo. And yeah, you just got to pick whose Steam account you want it on, you know? Man, just pick the guy who's on Discord the most. That's the best way to go.
Toga doesn't mess with the games that they publish.
No, they killed it. Which, like, again, at PAX, I was like, I'm excited to play more of this with the guys, but like, I'm not super gung ho on it. Then I got my key. Steph had put in we're in the like content creator reviewer Discord, right? Of like who's playing what. Steph had made a post like, anyone else playing Whisper Mountain? I definitely want to check it out. I'm like, yeah, I'm game. Adam Gumby hopped on again. Dan O'Mac was supposed to be there, but bailed on us because bad friend. Picking life over us, kind of crazy. But no, once like I got my hands on it and played it for real with people, bar none. It's definitely a great co-op experience.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, timestamp. It's a fun one. You like zombies? Play it. And Tofr, on to you, friendo.
On to me.
On to you.
I played a turn-based tactical game called Dice Gambit. For which I also received a key.
Important.
This is a game in which you're basically the heir to like a noble family.
Okay.
But that noble family used to be the inquisitors of the city of this game.
Okay.
The inquisitors are there to protect people, and they're part of like this trio of grand families that controls the city. Some of the families do this in a more legal way. Some do this in the less legal way.
Yeah.
And you're somewhere in between, but you're there to protect the people. And the thing is, the previous Inquisitor has died. So as their heir, it's up to you to go back to the city of your family and become the new Inquisitor.
Mm.
It's an important time to do that as well, because the city is under attack from chromatic monsters. And it's up to you to take them out in turn-based battles, where you use dice as the main mechanic to do basically anything. This can be attacking your enemies, using your special attack, building up your own defense, but even your movement is down to which dice you roll. It's a really cool game. I love the visual style. I love that you have... It's not just another roguelike. There's an actual story there. There are characters that you get to meet. Like the other big families in the city, they will ask you to do jobs for them, but then it's up to you to like, which side do you lead more towards? To the legal protectors, or maybe the underworld of the city.
Yeah.
You also get to build your own family. I think within 2 days of 2 in-day games, I was already married. And then
get it over it.
And then a couple of days later, I had a child. But the thing is, you don't just have a child in this game. You use an incubator, which means that your child skips its entire childhood and becomes an adult who also gets to join you in battle.
Yeah.
And then your children can get married, and then they can have children, and you can really choose who to deploy to which areas of the city and to do which missions, which adds a nice layer of like strategy to the game.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the battles from the start, although I do have to mention that from the second act onward, I started struggling with combat a little bit.
Okay.
Mostly because it felt like they ran out of ideas on what to do to make the game more difficult, to like ramp up difficulty as you go along. So they just throw more enemies at you and more enemies, and usually more of the same enemies that you've already fought so many times.
Yeah.
And it felt a bit unbalanced. It felt, I don't know, it kind of brought the whole gameplay vibe down just a little bit, but not enough that I stopped enjoying the game. This game it's made by a small team, and they have done a superb job with this game. We have had some really cool turn-based tactics games in recent years, and this one it earns its place alongside them for sure. Yeah,
I like the visual style. I'm maybe just at a spot where it is like the type of game I want to play in this moment, but I feel like I could see myself. This seems like a Next Fest demo I would check out and be like, oh cool, the game was fun, and then I don't know that I would play the rest of it, but that's not like a shot at. I think that's just where I'd be at with this particular type of game. But I do really like the visual style, like the anime character, like with the like little dialogue with the characters popping up, and how vibrant and neon like the playable characters look are kind of cool. So
the art style is definitely one of the best things about the game. I also like there's like this little touch that they did, is that whenever a new song starts playing, it mentions it on top of your screen.
Oh, nice.
Which song and which artist. But it's just sad that it's usually the same couple of songs.
Okay. Is this an early access one? Is this out?
It's out.
Okay. Got it.
But I think if you like games like Into the Breach or Slay the Spire or stuff like that, then I think this is definitely one to check out.
Okay. We have it, gang. Dice Gambit. Out on Steam? Just Steam?
Yeah, just Steam.
Cool. Timestamp. Then let's see. Oh my God, we're on to my next one. So this game was a part of Tiny Teams. If you guys were watching earlier, in the podcast this late. With Forbidden Solitaire. Before I left for vacation, I got an email from Tiny Teams. They had their event over that weekend. Here's a bunch of keys and demos to check out. Way more than I can get my hands on. But there was a handful. I'm like, I definitely want to check this one out. I got to play Woodo, the demo for Woodo.
Nice.
This was a game that was at PAX East 2024, and the line just never ended, so I never got my hands on it, never got to play it. I don't believe they dropped a demo on Steam at any point, so now that it was available for me to play, I was like, bet, put me in, coach. I want to play Woodo. Woodo is very unpacking coded, where it is you getting a list of items and putting them where they need to go. But it is more based on dioramas and telling the stories of a character. The demo right now is telling the story of Foxy, who is this little fox who I think is leaving home and spending time in a cabin in the woods kind of deal. But before you even get to that, you have to unlock the menu of the game. So you build this chest. You have the list of items on the right. And for video watchers, you can see. For audio listeners, imagine. But you have like the menu you can scroll through on the right, and you drag them in and place them onto the chest. And then as you place them, you've unlocked that item. If there's multiple of that same item, they'll typically just fill in. I think it does both left and right sides. I forget. But something I really dig, just a fun little piece for when it comes to like finding what you're looking for. The items in the grid rotate along with your camera perspective. So if I'm looking at something, I'm like, I have no idea what this thing is. If you turn the whole scene, so does the item. Like, got it. I can now visualize what this thing is that I'm holding, which is very useful for, there is a hint system. I think if you wait long enough to like, can't find it, we'll highlight the thing in purple. Cause like in the first level, there were spots where I'm like, I know what this thing is, but I don't know where the item is to place it. Cause it was so small. It was like a bug. I'm like, I don't know where to put the bug. I can't find it. I'm like, oh, it's behind the guy on, I see now. I had to wait for it to highlight. But yeah, you come in, you build the chest. Once it's all done, they give you the menu. Like, do you want to start the demo? Yes, I would love to start the demo. And this is super charming, super cute visually. And then as you get into the actual levels, right, you start with Foxy, who's just like, oh, I got to go out to this place. And you have all these geese who are like trying to take your backpack. There's even a part of the level, it's like section 3 of this level, where you build the actual environment, but then you have to build the backpack. So you zoom in a tier to like go to the backpack. I put in the phone, my headphones, and like I think you're fighting with a goose. And as the goose is pulling, like everything is falling out. So you're building that scene of the stuff falling out of your backpack in its own space. It's this very charming Woodo, like wooden block toy kind of visual style. Everything has this like wood grain texture on it. You're not just building the people and their items, but like sometimes like the geese are making like honking noises. So you have the visual identity of what that onomatopoeia is. So like you put that in. Foxy's annoyed, so she has the like anime angry marks above her head. So you have to put that one in. There's little baby ducks and all these things. There's things in the water. There's the cattails. It's just a matter of going through the list and placing things in, which again was so coded in like unpacking, where I was like, fuck, this is awesome. This is just chill and relaxing. If I could find more of the levels here, I want to see if they show more. Yeah. Like, so once you beat the first level, this was more of just kind of like a puzzle where this dude's like, you want to progress? Give me this thing. And you go through your inventory, like, cool, I got the right heart. He's like, all right, on to the next one. And like, it's just different symbols. Once you complete that, you just move on to the next level again. The demo is really just this one level, but it's like one level that's 5 levels really. So you complete one, turn the page, complete one, turn the page. It seems really precise when it comes to you zooming. Like, for example, if I don't have the footage of it, but like there's a little duck underneath this like fence post that's really hard to see. I think if I click on the fence post properly, the camera will zoom in to the right angle where I can place that duck instead of trying to maneuver it through solid objects. So it just seemed like really fine-tuned and doing the best to make the game playable, super easy and super cozy. And I'm really about it.
Nice.
Let me see, was there anything else here? The final level, that they zoom out, you can see all the stuff you've built, and then you get to like, let me find the bushes and the caterpillars and everything. There's a weird goat deer thing on the roof. I don't know what that thing is. It's pink, so I have no clue.
It's Spyro.
Spyro, what are you doing in here, man? You're fucking, I think you're AAA these days. I don't know. But yeah, you complete the level by putting all the different items in the diorama. When it's all said and done, congratulations, you've completed it. Then move on to the next level. But this was the only level in the demo. I got a good chunk of playtime out of it, though. I probably, if I wasn't dicking around and getting some of the things wrong, probably could have been 20 minutes to knock it out. But I probably like 30, 40 minutes of like searching and puzzle solving in it. But yeah.
Nice.
Just really cute. Like I said, I'm excited to check this one out. This seems like a great, like the definition of a put on a game and a show kind of vibe for me, where I don't have to really pay attention to Woodo in terms of like narrative. There's going to be dialogue and I want to hear what's going on with this character. But the majority of it is me spinning a world and placing items as opposed to like needing to be invested. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It looks
Shout out to
utterly
Tofr.
charming. Like the dioramas are absolutely fairy tale-esque.
They're so good. They're great. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. I'm excited to see what else comes out of it. Like I said, I don't know if this is, we've told Foxy's tale and I'm done with Foxy and I get another main character. I know there's like, I think a little frog character, or maybe it's a little bear. I forget which one it is. That's in like the thumbnail. So I assume it's complete this diorama, move on. Here's this character. Or we get like 5 or 6 stages of Foxy. Then we move on to the next character, and see what they have to do. But I don't know how much is in the game quite yet, or will be in the game when it launches. But I do want to check because I don't think there's a date or anything. Woodo, yeah, currently just coming soon, to be announced, so no official date. But yeah, was a big fan of this demo. Glad I got to play it, and yeah, you can check it out. Actually, I don't think you can check it out for yourself. I think it was just for me. I'm exclusive. I'm the only one who can play it. Just kidding. It is. The demo is on Steam now. You can go play it. Okay. You can play the Woodo demo. And oops, didn't mean to do that. I fucked up the thing. Unpin.
Oh no.
It's fine. Timestamp. But yeah, I played Woodo. Tofr, what else have you been playing?
The last game I received a key for this week is Monster Mop-Up.
Ooh.
Yes. This is a game for like people who enjoy the power wash simulator type of vibes. But instead of power washing, you're just cleaning houses that have been dirtied up by a bunch of monsters.
Yeah.
And when I say dirtied up, I mean they left their poop everywhere. Yeah, gameplay feels very similar to something like Power Wash Simulator. I imagine this game is a lot more fun when you're playing it multiplayer.
Okay.
I played it single player, and I kept losing time to like basic stuff. I had to keep running around, carrying little shits to the fireplace to burn them. It took me a lot of time just in the first level to get everything done.
Yeah.
I also struggled a little bit. For example, you have your bucket of water where you have to clean your mop in. Yep. And then I just run into that bucket and I lose all of my water, and then I have to switch that up again. And it just got a little annoying, to be honest. The same thing like when you're using your mop for too long, instead of cleaning things up, you're making things dirty again, which is realistic, but it's not so much fun.
Yeah.
But I have only played, I think, about an hour so far. Okay. So I still need to play some more. But I struggled a little bit with motion sickness because of it. But I usually get motion sickness with first-person games. So I don't think it's a game issue. I think it's a me issue.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited to play more. But I also understand why the game sits at a mixed rating on Steam at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. I played a little bit, not a little bit. I played like a couple hours of the game. I was initially on the Steam page, like stream that was at the top of the screen. I don't know if that just gets deleted or if that exists anywhere. I don't know. But yeah, I was included in that. I believe I have my key for this game as well. I think it's in my library. So if we want to run co-op at some point, I know you have the review to come up soon, so I don't know what timeline looks like for that. But yeah, no, I definitely remember enjoying it. I think I'd echo everything that you said. The like, my poop bucket is full and I gotta swap it out, or I'm gonna spread more poop on the floor. But yeah, I think for like the monster mop up, the power wash sim fans, right? Yeah, same hat, cleaning up the stuff. It does do the chaos thing, right? Of, oh yeah, we're intentionally fucking it up again because, oh no, a fucking basket split with a bunch of turds in it. Now you have shit in the floor you got to clean up again. So it does give you the trial of not making a mess after you clean it up. But I do like the vibe. The little monsters dancing around. You got to keep chasing after and cleaning up. They're kind of cute.
Yeah.
Kind of cute.
The vibe is cool, but it's mostly like the things you like, the items, furniture and stuff like that. Apparently they don't have any weight to them, because if you run into them they'll just move instantly.
Yeah,
as if there's no weight to them, and at times it got a little annoying.
Okay,
gotta be honest about it.
Yeah,
because then you have to move it back, and then you're struggling to put it back because you have to scroll to get it in the right angle, and but that might be a me problem. I maybe just do not have the right mindset for games like these.
Okay. Well, guess you'll have to find out when we mop up monsters together, you know? See what we got.
Yeah.
You chase little guys and I'll clean up the poop.
All right.
I'm giving you the hard job.
Do that.
Bet. Well, yeah, you can check out Monster Mappa if you like your Power Wash sims. I have a friend, Courtney, she has like hundreds of hours in Power Wash sim. And she's like, I just have nothing left to do. I'm like, there's like 10 other games like this we could totally find.
Yeah, exactly.
Play. Yeah, so that might be one for her.
It still has a demo up as well, so if you want to give it a try.
Yeah. There you go, team. Let's see. Next up for me, my good friend Woot, who was just like, hey, remember when we fucking promoted Balatro for you guys? You want that other brain itch game? It's coming at you. This game is called Raccoin. It is you are playing in one of those arcade machines where like they have that moving platform that the coins drop on, and then when you land and enough physics pushes them and the coins fall, and you're like, I got more money. It's man, I played a lot of Balatro games this week, huh? It's Balatro, but this the coin machine. You're in like some Raccoon's arcade. As you go in, you start with, I think it's like 12 coins or something like that. You use the left and right mouse to like shoot them onto the platform. As the platform moves back and forth, it'll push coins forward. You try to knock them all the way off the second edge so you earn those points. After each round, you go to the shop so you can buy chips. That'll be like, certain things will happen when these coins touch each other. Or you can get special coins that go in like a little coin holder. Some of those will be like, this will bring everything together. This will make the coin sticky, so it's like covered in glue. So as it touches other coins, they'll kind of drag into each other. There's items you can get. Like this one is like the UFO collar. I still don't truly know what the UFO collar did. I feel like I completed it. Like it was like every time you buy something, the counter goes down. I feel like I bought enough stuff and it didn't do the thing. So I'm like, I still don't know what it accomplished for me. I just had a fucking pillar in the middle of my game the entire time. I completed my first run. I feel like I don't know if you saw in our creator Discord, there was a conversation with Baron. He was like, I'm all about this game. I'm like, I don't mind it. I'm digging it enough. It definitely is not giving me the instant gratification I got from like Balatro, where it is every time I play a hand, like something is happening, good or bad. This was a lot of like, I throw my coins out, and if there's not enough like physics to push something forward because there's not enough material or whatever, I'm like, man, it just feels like I have nothing to do. And then I use my tickets so I can recharge the coins in my inventory. So I keep doing that. But if you run out of exchanges, then you just kind of end your run and you lose. And if I don't have items or like enough tickets to buy items, it doesn't quite feel as like I have something to constantly do. Sometimes it just feels slow, which is necessarily a bad thing. I think it's just when I'm trying to sell someone, I'm like, it's like Balatro, but this, I think I have to like come with the expectation. I'm like, but it's very not like, they're not paced the same. So it's a very different pace than something like Balatro. Cause like for video watchers, you can see me like, I wait for the platform to move out, ploop, ploop, to put some coins out, and I got to wait again, ploop, ploop, and then it goes back again. And sometimes like as you're getting coins off the edge, you build up your spin meter, you get the spin, and we'll drop this many coins on the stage, which will just push everything back, and then a giant tower of coins will come up, and you can knock those down with the platform. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot of different coins that do different things. There's a lot of keywords I still don't have my head wrapped around yet, but I could see this being something I get lost in from time to time. I think if I hit that point where like I don't want to play something new, I just want something mindless to jump into, 9 times out of 10 I'm taking Balatro over this, which I hate that Balatro is like the metric. I'm like, yeah, would I play this more than Balatro? I don't know, but you see, this is me much later in the level where like I have the UFO thing out. I had a bird dropped off a bunch of coins. If you look on the far right, there's like a little coin holder. It's 4 stacked high and 4 across, so I can get 8 different kind of coins and up to 4 different of those type of coins. Again, which will pull things together. If it touches a gold coin, it'll turn into a platinum coin or something like that. It has all these different things. You can see the tower building in the middle I was talking about that's giving me more money. I had different items that would create like a black hole that would pull everything together, and like sometimes it would knock things off the shelf. Like here you see it's knocked a bunch of shit down. Eventually there's an item which is hidden behind my face cam for video viewers, but it's like a screw, which every time I think you earn like 30 coins, like knock 30 coins off the ledge, you unlock a shake of the machine. So you could just like shake the machine so everything just kind of topples over. So that was probably the way I got through further, because I'm like, I don't have enough coins for this, but if I just shake it, I can earn more coins. It's a weird one, I think, to explain when you're like, Balatro is play the poker hands, earn the points, and move on. But like jokers do fun things to change it up. This seems to have a lot more steps that make it not quite as easy and accessible, but still like a fun game. I don't know. Maybe I need to see it. I need to play it more and flesh it out in my head how it works better. But I say all that. I enjoyed my time. I think the game is cool. I think people will love this game. I still know it's going to hook Danny the same way to hook others.
I get that. I kind of get the same feeling that I had with the slot machine one.
Yeah. Clover Pit.
Yeah.
Oh, there was
I kind of get the same. I kind of get the same feeling with this one. Like,
yeah,
it's got that Balatro thing going for it, but it's not. It's not as perfectly balanced as Balatro is.
Right. Yeah. It is fun. It is cool, and like. I'm gonna request a key for it anyway and play it. I did that with Balatro. I'm like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna hold off. And then the world was like, Balatro is great. I'm like, all right, give me let me fucking see the damn game. He's like, gotcha. I could just hear Woot just giggling through his email, like, yeah, here's the key, beach. Yeah, Raccoin. That was part of the playtest. I think you can request to be a part of the playtest still on Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. I went to look up Raccoin. It's just like, you want to play Wanted Raccoon? Yeah. Raccoin, coin pusher roguelike. No date yet, but yeah, there's a playtest you can apply for if you want to get into play. So yeah, give it a shot. Maybe I'll love it.
It would be cool. It would be cool if this was just like Balatro. It was like the kind of gambling game that gets people away from actually gambling.
Yeah. Yeah, please. Do it. Yeah. Send me the arcade. Alrighty, but timestamp, and Tofr, on to you. You got one more game here.
I have a demo to finish things up with for me.
Ooh, okay.
And it's a dangerous one, Danny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh
yeah.
no.
It's called Ball X Pit or Ball Pit. I don't know if you pronounce the X.
I think it's one of those weird cross things where it's a cross, but you don't say the cross. I think it's just Ball Pit, but
Ball Pit. Okay.
Anime does it a lot. I have no idea. Like Hunter x Hunter, you don't say the X, but it's just Hunter x Hunter. You know.
Okay. Then I played Ball Pit.
Nice.
Which is another Devolver published game that will release in October.
Okay.
And it's a brick-breaking, ball-fusing, base-building survival roguelike, which sounds like a lot of buzzwords.
Yep, sure does.
Basically, what it boils down to, in my experience, is like the classic brick-breaking games combined with Vampire Survivors elements. Where you'll be collecting like the things that get dropped when you kill your enemies.
Yeah.
To evolve your own character, but the gameplay is brick breaker, that with the enemies coming closer towards you. So it's Brick Breaker meets Space Invaders, I guess. Yeah. But oh my God, I only played 2 runs, and then I stopped because I could keep playing this forever.
Yeah.
This is dangerously addictive.
It looks like it, man. Oh.
Yeah, it's the oh my God, and the pressure really gets on. Like, it has boss fights at the end of each level. It's insane. You can build like these. You can create these builds that make everything explode on screen. but then all of a sudden the screen can be full of enemies and you'll be pushed back right to the bottom. Oh, it's so dangerous. I think this might be Devolver's big hit for this year.
Damn it. Where's my Steam?
And there's a demo live right now.
Fucking get it. Ball pit. Fuck it. It looks so much fun. Like
it releases a week before Moonlighter, so.
Oh, well, it's about to get a week of gameplay, you know what I mean? Download. I'll reach out to my Devolver contact about getting some keys. Man. Fuck. This looks fun.
Yeah. I can't remember. There was another indie game content creator who was posting about it on Blue Sky, and they were like,
okay.
Jesus, this game is addictive. I was like, yeah, it's dangerous.
Shit.
It's so dangerous.
It's downloaded. I'll probably play it tonight while I'm watching some TTRPGs and see what's going on. I'm just, fuck. Damn it. Shitter.
Yeah.
Does look really fun.
And then there's the whole city building kind of element to it after each run. Although I didn't really do all that much with that. I was mostly into this game for the brick break. I love a good brick breaker. Yeah. And this is the next level of what that game used to be.
Hell yeah.
This is
shit.
Sick. Yeah.
Damn it, Devolver. Damn it.
Yep.
Fucking Kenny's son and friends over here making games that I gotta play.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm the vibe too, just the visual style again. Like I said, that's what'll grab me. And there's something I don't even know how to explain what it does, what it's plugging into my brain that says this is something I have to play about the visual style, but it is doing it. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I want it bad.
Play it now.
I will. Well, I can't now. I'm in the podcast. I'll do it after, but maybe I'll set up I'll put the podcast in Premiere. I'll throw it together. I'll export it, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe.
Go for it.
Damn. But yeah. Speaking of Devolver, timestamp. We got another Devolver game to talk about.
Nice.
So I got my key for Stick It to the Stickman. Shout out to Devolver for setting me up. It's great that I got my Devolver keys now. Appreciate you. Big fucking deal. But yeah, I played the demo for this either early last year, maybe the year before. I'm a proponent for this game. I think everyone needs to pay attention to Stick It to the Stickman. It's a roguelike where you play as a blue stickman trying to build your way up the corporate ladder. It's very goofy and raunchy. Like you start as a homeless man, like, hey, get off my fucking bench, get yourself a job. And then you run to the building. It's a 2D platformer. So you build your way up. Again, like quite literally the corporate ladder of fighting enemies. And you have very much like Karate Survivors from last year. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, where you get a moveset on the screen that you click the input of like your attack, and it will go down the timeline of what's next. So you'll have like, you can kick someone in the balls, you can uppercut, you can roundhouse kick, you can throw items. They have certain ammo, and once that, it will skip that in the move if you're out of ammo. It is a lot of really just move and spam the button to make your attack happen. But as you complete certain encounters on the stage, they'll let you level up, right? So you can add new moves to your attack, to like your timeline, or you can upgrade something. Each item has like 3 tiers. There's like the uppercut, which will turn into like a Shoryuken from Street Fighter. There's I forget which one I had that was like in my best run. But there's like the punch of 1,000 fists or something like that, where usually it's just like a gut punch. But if you get to level 3, it's just like a wha, and you just hit someone, like it's just rapid fire damage. It's really fun to watch the classes unlock. So far, it seems not minuscule. It isn't early access. There's still more content to come. There's like a road, quite literally in the game, a roadmap of as you get more money for your company, what you can unlock next, and you can see the bar of like, this is early access, you can't get past this, which I do have more to say on later. It might be my one downside so far that I have to figure out. But yeah, you start the run. Once you defeat the CEO, you become the CEO. Like I haven't quite wrapped my head around what that means functionally for you as the player. It doesn't seem to really do anything. I thought it was going to be like I guess spoilers for Wild Frost. When you beat Wild Frost, your character becomes the new boss. And now you have to go back and do that run again, fighting the boss with the build you had, right? Which I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like, that's crazy. That's tough. In this, you go up, you become the new CEO. The board is like, now you're in charge of doing this, but you get more money, and now they want you to expand the company so you can get upgrades, so you get overtime. So if you die, you have a few seconds before you actually die to do damage and get health back, or different stuff like that. There's unlock new, like there's a delivery service which you can deliver packages and get more money. You're like building your empire of companies to continue to make money. But each time one of those guys like dies and you lose, you have to start a new career path where you go in, pick your pay rate, and you're like, you want, it's like $15, $9, or $6 an hour, and they X you out for the others. Like you have to pick $6 an hour. You can't do anymore.
Wow.
They won't pay you more. But as you continue to fight, and they're like, I guess we could do a pay raise. Now I can choose to do $9 an hour. I don't know if there's a difference mechanically other than just I make $3 more an hour, or if like the game gets harder if I do 9. I just got to that point, so I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just another fun roguelike of move left and right, fight the things, and then after you make certain progress, like I just unlocked my driver's license, so now I can drive a car around the map. It gets a little GTA at that point where like I can just run into people or crash into things, and like my star level goes up. It is not the main gameplay mechanic. I don't know how much more it comes into play versus like just this part of it, but it is fun that there's just goofy side mini games for it. Now my problem right now, and I can't tell whose fault it is, or if it's mine or if it's the game, because it could be a bug in early access or it could be the way it's set up. Either way, not a fan. So I got through like 3 or 4 tiers of this roadmap, right? So I got my driver's license. I can now drive around the town. I save the game. When you go to quit, stick it to the Stickman, it's like, are you sure you want to quit? You hit quit, and the mascot, the thumbs up, goes like, you can't quit, you're fired, and then kicks you to close the game, right? So I'm like, oh, that's just a fun little thing. I went to load up the game today because they put out a TikTok of someone's comment. I'm like, there's a build called No Indoor Voices, where like there's Deliberator, I think is the class, where you kind of like tell people what to do. And there's one where you can like, you're fired, and you'll literally like set people on fire just by saying that.
Wow.
And then I got an upgrade that if someone's on fire and they move, it leaves a flaming trail, so it hurts everybody else. I'm like, that's my favorite build.
Damn.
But if you do No Indoor Voices, every one of your shouting attacks is like a blah, like a big old like black bolt explosive, hit everybody in the room kind of thing. It's really cool. For someone as loud as me, it's great. So I went to load up today to double check the name of that power up so I could leave a comment on their TikTok. And it started me fresh. It was like, get a job. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And this is where I was like, is it the roguelike part of you close the game, so now you're starting 100% over? I'm like, that doesn't seem right. There were like upgrades, building upgrades, like things I like unlocked permanently. So I started a new run. I got through the intro where I got to build a statue of myself because I was the new CEO, and I closed the game, relaunched it, and it continued there. So it doesn't seem like the game resets if I hit quit. It seems like for whatever reason, they just threw my save away. It just got deleted and disappeared.
Damn.
Which kind of sucks because I unlocked a bunch of classes. I earned a bunch of money. I became CEO like 20 times. That did really suck. I was trying to look like, how do I re-download my cloud saves and see if it's like the rest is in the cloud and I just have to, reimburse myself with what I was at. But it sucks a little bit that progress is potentially lost. I'm hoping I can get it back. I'll play through it again. Like, it wasn't a huge investment of my time to get there. I could definitely do it, especially now that I've played more and I have the skill. But like here you can see that I'm talking about getting the $6, $9, or $15 an hour. Here are the classes you can pick. But yeah, losing that progress really kind of stung a little bit. I'm like, fuck, I gotta do this again. So if it is the roguelike mechanic of you lose all that progress, that I'm not a fan of. I'm leaning towards the side of it's a bug and I lost my progress for some reason. And I hope that's correct. I hate to think it's correct, because then, but yeah, if the fact that the thumb fires me if I go to quit the game gave me the inclination that it might be a reset, but TBD. I'll have to play through more and see if I can get back to where I was and see if the game just fugucks me there. Maybe I'll shoot my contact an email. I'm like, hey, this is what happened. Like, any word? Is that what's supposed to happen? Just trying to figure out.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Yeah. But again, a big problem that it needs to be fixed or explained to some degree. But I am having a blast with this one. It's definitely kind of my roguelike fixation right now, where I want to get in and just do a couple runs, upgrade my my kit and hit things and beat people up. And oh, cool, I now have my Shoryuken. And I had a couple. There's one. It's oh my god, it's so good. There's a regular punch that level 2 turns into Falcon Punch. So you kind of just dive forward and go like, Puka! And you'll like launch someone like into the wall. Also, you can knock people out of windows in this game, which is like really convenient. So sometimes you get to a boss, you're like, fuck, how do I get this guy? Oh, is there a window on this floor? Got him. Well, bam! And just launch him out the window. So you like one-shot the boss just by killing him with gravity. That's always great. But then that one levels up into something else. I can't think of what it's called. But it is again, another punch. You dive across the screen and like flaming energy comes out of your fist. So you're just like rapid fire damage into somebody's chest as you hit them. It's great. There's upgrades where like, oh, you'll get extra health if you kick somebody in the balls. I don't know the accuracy of that, and actually trying to kick someone in the balls just kind of seems to happen by accident. Maybe I just have to do a kick build and work towards it. But yeah, here's the fire hazard I was talking about, that flaming enemies leave a trail. This is the upgrade where I have the "you're fired" skill. So every time I yell "you're fired," it just sets a dude on fire. The shout one is great because eventually there'll be some dude who's like, "Give me more interns!" And then like a horde of interns come in. They're just small little dudes you got to beat up, but they're small, so they're wiry, so they're always all over the place. But if I have the shout where I can just do big voice damage, it's always been nice to just kind of hit all the enemies at once. Yeah. See if I have that on the screen. A lot of skills I can't quite wrap my head around yet because they don't really have a purpose. Like I got one today that was called apologize. And it's like coworkers are more likely to apologize. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? And while I'm in the middle of a fight, they'll be like, sorry. I'm like, that's it. I think it's just an audible thing, which is funny and silly. But then I'm just like, well, at that point, why would I not just take an upgrade that does something as opposed to just a goofy gag? And maybe that's the type of game. It is a silly game. That could just be the vibe, what you're doing. And there you just saw the fucking explosion of everyone fucking blowing up. That was my voice screaming to the room.
Nice.
But yeah, there's upgrades you can get eventually where you can throw piggy banks that'll drop money. You can get, I think it's a cup of coffee where you can like heal 1 health every time you use it type deal. The game is fun. The game is really cool. I like the Karate Survivors fan of me enjoys this with the timeline mechanic, but also just the beat 'em up gameplay is really cool too. So yeah, Stick It to the Stickman is a banker.
Nice.
Yeah. Man, I hope I can keep my progress. Funny thing. So when you first start the game, like, who recommended you this job? And they have you put in a name. I was checked out. I wasn't paying attention. So I just typed my name. So now in this game, I have offered myself a job. But when you get to the office, you're like, hey, you're the old guy, replace him. So now every time this dude shows up, I have to kick CGDannyB's ass to be like, sorry, man, I'm taking your job. And he'll come like, give me my job back, and try and fight you for it. I'm like, I should have typed someone else's name. My new run says your name. My new run is Tofr. Tofr offered me the job.
Okay. So you're kicking my ass. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, dog. Here, this is what I was talking about for the roadmap. You can see like what progress I made. I unlocked the fulfillment center, and then there's cage fights, night shift. There's a bunch of other stuff that shows up, and I lost a good chunk of that now, which is a little annoying, but yeah. Really, again, my only complaint was this weird potential bug or weird gameplay mechanic that I hope is not the case, but
yeah, let's hope it's a bug.
Yeah. Stick It to the Stickman. It's in early access right now on Steam. You can check it out. Would recommend checking it out. Another Devolver jaunt. We stand Devolver. And timestamp. With that, team, that's all we've been playing. So let's get schmooving a little bit more here. We got the indies releasing this week. Would you like to do these? Would you like me to do them?
I can do them. This is the week from August 21st till August 27th. And on August 21st, we're getting Hurdling on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. My favorite for this week, Discounty, is releasing on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. Kill the Music releases for PC, and Bean Beasts releases for PC. On August 25th, we have the release of Particle Hearts for PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. On August 26th, we have Fresh Tracks for PC. And on August 27th, we have Whispers of the House for PC. Little Kitty Big City is getting its Picture Perfect update on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. Eyes of Hellfire is releasing on PC in early access. And Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar is releasing on Switch and PC.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for this week. Embargoes, I think we're good. I'm checking. This is supposed to be out. Yeah. I have keys for hurdling and discounting. I've not put a lot of time into discounting yet. I basically just done the tutorial. And then hurdling I've been playing. I want to play more before I talk on it. I think I'm in a spot right now where I don't know how to feel about the game yet. So maybe that'll be for next week. I'll see if I can get through more and have some more concrete thoughts. But Fresh Tracks is what I'm excited about. I got to play that one at PAX. I think the devs defined it as like Rhythm Hades, which I'm like, yeah. Kind of. The different guides you can pick have different heavy metal, classical, and then it's like Beat Saber, where you're like dodging and doing damage. So it's really cool. Fresh Tracks looks dope.
It does.
But yeah, any other bangers you're looking forward to? I know you said Discounting was your excited one, but
Discounting is, I've been waiting for this game for like months. And I've started playing. I got a couple of hours in already. Really curious to see where it goes.
Yeah,
because there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I think you would save it for review, but it's front of mind thought because I'm playing on PlayStation as opposed to PC. They're interesting. Are you playing with controller at all, or are you playing mouse keyboard?
Yeah, I'm playing on Steam Deck.
Okay, so then you would probably have the same experience of how the calculations work in the shop, where you have to. Yeah. It's you have a thumbstick in the middle of the 9 pad, and you have to like move it, confirm, and I was like, that was really weird at first, and I'm getting used to it. I'm still feeling like I have to hit the trigger to hit the 0, and like remember which face button does what. But I do think that's an interesting and unique mechanic to make it speedy. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of here for this.
Yeah, kind of.
Just got to adjust to it. Yeah. Bless you. But yeah, there's the games coming out this week. You guys can check them out on your favorite platforms as they were listed. And with that, Tofr, we're on to our indie spotlight, where we talk about an indie game that needs more attention and whatnot. So what you got for us?
The game I picked this week is called Carto. It's a really cute adventure game where you build the world around you. Like every part of the world is like a puzzle piece. And you have to decide where to put it around your map to continue your story, to continue exploring. It's just such a charming time. There's not much more to gameplay than that. You have to find more puzzle pieces so you can keep changing up your map. Yeah. But it works so well, and it's just like your main character is super cute. I love this game, and apparently it has less than 2,000 reviews on Steam, which I don't understand because, like, especially with cozy gaming having become such a big deal especially since 2020, since the pandemic, I thought this game would be on every cozy gamer's list, but I don't see it mentioned nearly enough. Yeah.
I had my friend Brittany was really into it. She was playing on her Switch for a while, and it looked cute. It looks adorable. I definitely I think I would enjoy. It's just a matter of jumping into it and getting to it. But yeah, I think it looks precious. I think it looks really fun.
It is. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not usually one to go for puzzle games like this because I can get frustrated when I don't find the correct solution. But this one I played through entirely, and it's just, it's fantastic.
Hell yeah. Aw. We love it, guys. Check out Carto. It's on Steam, Switch, PlayStation, Xbox. Do you know?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Humble Games.
Check to be sure. Oh, that's not it.
Oh, Tofr, what are we doing?
PlayStation, Switch, Xbox, PC.
Cool. There you have it, team. I looked up Carto platforms, and I'm getting spatial analytics platform. Like, this is this is not what I was looking for.
Nope.
Bet. There you have it, team. Check out Carto. It's cute. And with that brings us to the end of our podcast. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Playlog Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to leave that thumbs up. Let us know in the comments which games you're most excited about that we talked about that are coming out this week. And tell us about your favorite type of soup. There's your question of the week. Tofr, if the little Dinkleys want to find the internet, where would they go?
The easiest way to find me is through my Linktree, which is play.nice.kids in one word. And of course, you can find my written reviews of games over on somanygames.co.uk.
There you have it. And then, of course, you guys can find me at CGDannyB all over the internet, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Blue Sky, Instagram. It's a good time. It's a fun time. We talk indies, and sometimes we thirst trap. It's a fun time. Thank you guys again for watching. You can catch us again next week here on Thursday as this episode is coming out. Be sure to check out my Silksong reaction. Be sure to check out our stream tonight. We're playing Super Farming Boy 4 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. And then Tales of the Valiant on Crit Hit Chronicles. So busy Thursday, a lot going on. So be sure to see you then. Cool. And with that, we're gone. Peace.